Good morning. Let's see if this works. I'm running out of data, so I'm gonna see how long I get to be with you guys. So if you haven't been following for the last couple of weeks, I am finally sitting down and writing the book that I've been wanting to write for the last 2 years, maybe longer. It's called Vagabondess, a guide for solo female travelers, or a guide to solo female travel. And for the month of November, I'm doing this writing challenge that a lot of us writers sometimes participate in, to write a book in a month. And the idea is you write 1,500 words a day, and at the end of November, you have 50,000 words, which is basically the first draft of a book. And today marks the end of the first week of this challenge, and as you can see in the description, I have written 13,956 words. And if you don't know if you don't have a sense of how many words is 13,956 words, it's a lot of fucking words. It's like 40 pages, and so I'm excited to be hitting the 1 week milestone. There's 3 weeks to go in November. But I have a confession to make, which is I'm seeing lots of hearts and stars exploding on my screen, which is so exciting. Thank you. Thanks for the love. I have a confession to make. I did not actually write all 13,956 of those words this week. What I've been doing, I probably wrote half of those words right now, and the other half is an amalgamation of work that I've produced over the last, 5-6 years. So it's half new and half recycled content, and I think that's probably breaking the rules. I don't know if that's allowed, but guess what? I don't think there's really any rules here. I think that's fine. It's also, if you're wanting to do a writing project or any kind of creative project, break the rules. That's fine. And something else that's happening is that the book is turning out so far pretty different from how I've been picturing it. It's like a lot more guide advice and less travelogue than I thought it would be, and I'm trying to get the travelogue in there. But I'm realizing I actually have a lot to say. I have a lot of advice to give to solo female travelers, and that was sort of unexpected. I didn't think I would have so much to say. Hey, Lindsay. Of course there are no rules, obviously. So I have a lot more to say in the realm of advice and guidance than I was expecting, and I'm figuring out exactly what the balance is going to be in this book between travelogue, between memoir, between poetry, because I want to bring some travel poetry into it, and then between sort of just hard practical advice, like how do we do this thing? How do we deal with loneliness? That's what I was writing about this morning. How do we make friends when we don't know anyone in a new place? And I don't know. There's not an answer to that question yet. I'm gonna keep writing it and just see where it goes, and hopefully in a few months I can tell you more about what the finished product actually looks like. For now, I'll just leave you with the theme of the day. There are no rules, and the celebration, which is 1 week into this month-long writing challenge. And if you think this project is exciting, if you want to read this book, if you want to read other things like it, please consider supporting my work on Patreon. I also launched that page a little over a week ago. And to explain a little bit how that works, it's not a Kickstarter, it's not crowdfunding per se, it's really more of a membership program, or asking for individual support of my work as a writer and a creator and an artist. So if you want not just the finished book, if you want to sort of be part of the process, get exclusive access to sneak peek previews of different parts of the book, special videos, hangouts, content that I won't release anywhere else, and other things I haven't even thought of yet, Patreon is the place for you. So there's a link to my page in the comments. Have a wonderful morning or afternoon or evening wherever you are. Thanks so much for sharing this crazy writing journey with me.